Hi guys, and welcome to this part 3 of my Easter weekend knitting vlog. So it is Easter Monday, it is Monday the 1st of April 2024, and my son and husband have just left for the day, which I honestly didn't think this would happen, but it did. So I have the whole day to myself. They're going down to Brighton, which is about a almost 2-hour train journey each way, plus the walk to the station, plus being there. So I should have loads and loads of time today to do all of my crafting. Of course, my son made me feel bad about not coming until like the very second that he left, but we'll just gloss over that. So I've just been upstairs in my knitting loft / office, and I got all of my things that I need immediately, and the light keeps coming and going. It's a very bright day, so I'm just gonna ignore that. So before I get into the crafting, I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of where I'm at and what I would maybe like to achieve today, and we'll see if that happens. So I did bring down my e-spinner, and this is the finished first bobbin of my, what will be a sort of bubblegum pink and yellow 2-ply. So this is 50 grams spun up. The other 50 grams of fiber are here, so you can see this is much brighter compared to when it is spun up, and when applied together it's going to be a bit less bright as well. But this is the fiber from Spin Jones that I talked about yesterday, and yes, I'm still obsessed with these. I mean, this still has a label on, but I'm still obsessed with these project baskets. I use them for everything. So this is my spinning, and I would like to spin up the second 50-gram bobbin of this today, which I think is quite achievable. The problem is, once I finish that, I will want to ply this immediately, which we'll see if that happens. But that is plan number 1. Plan number 2. I showed you this yesterday. This is my linen quill jumper, and I am on the bottom rib. So I knit on this a fair bit last night. I am on the rib and the sun is coming in. So what I would like to do today is finish the ribbing, bind it off, and get started on one of the sleeves. Even if it's just one round off the sleeve, I want to get off Body Island for this. And this is clearly blowing out the camera, but yeah, so I got all the yarn for this here. This is Pulsar Whole Linen Quill. Plan number 2. Plan number 3. I finally got myself a second ball of both of my yarns for my lento, because essentially I had knit all of this with one 50-gram ball of Knit Picks palette and one 25-gram ball of mohair. I have a tiny bit of the mohair left, but then when I ran out, this has sort of stalled, so I have fished out of stash another ball of each of these yarns. So this is Knit Picks palette in Iris Heather, and this is Rico Essential Super Kid Mohair Silk. So I can keep going on this. No immediate priority, but ideally would be nice to get this back to, you know, a point where I can just pick it up and knit. And then lastly, I have brought down my hedgehog fiber sock, so I've been good. Neighbor walking past. Sock number 1, this is hedgehog fibers, Sitting Pretty. And since I last showed it to you, I have finished the heel and I am halfway down the foot. So if I could finish this sock today, that would be amazing. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but big dreams, right? Yeah, I mean, it's doable. It just depends on, like, you've seen all the things that I want to do. It depends if I can do all of them. But it would be nice to finish off this sock this weekend, because then tomorrow I'm going to have my hair done, and then I could just take the yellow socks for that, and these will be done. So those are my plans, and I will walk you through whether this happens or not. So I'm going to make some coffee, maybe put away some of the toys, even though it's not too bad actually. I can't put away everything because my son will realize. So the very, very important Paw Patrol toys have to stay exactly where they are, because this is my life. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going to get cracking and we'll check in with you guys later. Right, so I've done some spinning. I've finished the first bobbin and I've started plying because of course I couldn't stop myself. And I have just started working on this again, so I'm trying it on right now. And I think I'm going to do maybe 1 more inch of the rib. I'm still doubtful about it. I'm not sure what it is. I'm so full of doubt with this. I even looked at the yarn again and thought about frogging it, which is crazy. It's just, I love the colors individually and I still don't know if I love this. But it is fun. So I think I'm going to keep going. I think I'm going to finish the body, slap on some 3/4 length sleeves, and it will be a fun top. I'm not sure. I'm not usually this indecisive about things, but this one, I don't know. But I think I like it. I think I'm going to keep going. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Right, it is now 4 p.m. My son and Kai will be back within maybe 30 minutes or so. So I thought I'd do a quick rundown of what I did manage. Like I said, I did my spinning, so that is definitely a tick. I also have now finished the bottom ribbing of my linen quill jumper. As can be seen here, it looks messy, but it will block out beautifully. And I have indeed started the sleeves. So again, I haven't done very much on it. I mean, like 3 rows on the sleeve, but it is on the needles. So tonight, most likely while watching Married at First Sight Australia, I can just zip along on the sleeve. And because I'll be changing colors along the way, I think this will be quite a quick project, I hope. I'm still unsure about it. Are you sick of hearing about this? I am still not convinced, but I'm just going to continue on this and hopefully get this done soon. I also said I wanted to finish, ideally I want to finish these socks today, and they're not finished, but I have just been speed knitting through these the last hour or so while binge watching Grey's Anatomy. And I am ready for the toe decreases. So again, not sure if it's going to be done by the time Kai and my son get home, but this should be done tonight, which is great. 1 whip off the needles, and again, this is just a 3x1 ribbed sock using hedgehog fibers, Sitting Pretty, which is an old colorway, a club colorway. I didn't touch my lentil, but I'm still pretty happy with what I managed to do today, considering this is all for fun and not production knitting or anything like that. And I also did buy some yarn. I shouldn't have, but I made some online yarn purchases, which, well, it happens. But I'm still tracking my sort of yarn stats for 2024. So I have roughly used up around 5 kilos of yarn out of stash this year. So like the first 3 months of 2024. And I have bought a bit more, but not much more. I think like 800 grams more. So I am still buying more than I'm using, but not massively so. So I'm quite happy. And I also obviously have quite a few large projects on the needles, like the linen quilts jumper, the bits and bobs blanket, so those will eat a lot of yarn. I've also been destashing, so even though I am not at like net zero yarn purchase wise, I feel like I am making reasonably good progress, and the couple of things that I did pick up on a sale today, I have projects planned for them, so it will all be fine. And also there is no knitting and yarn police, which is good. Yeah, I feel like I don't have anything super interesting to show you today. So I'm going to probably pop in tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be probably my last quiet day, because my son will be in nursery and my work is still closed, which is really lucky. So I'm going to get my hair done after nursery drop off. Probably take my sock with me, but I'm only getting a haircut, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get any knitting time. But yeah, tomorrow will probably be my last sort of quiet knitting day before it's back to our usual busy life. So I'll pop in tomorrow, think of something interesting to tell you guys, and yeah, I will see you then. Bye.